Hey everyone, welcome to the show. As I shared with you last week in a video short, a Proud Boys leader has pleaded guilty to seditious conspiracy and unlawful possession of a firearm, and he's cooperating with the feds. So here's the deal. 43-year-old North Carolina resident and former Proud Boys lieutenant Jeremy Bertino has agreed to testify against the group's former chairman, Enrique Tarrio, as well as Proud Boys members Joe Biggs, Ethan Nordean, Zachary Rehl, and Charles Donohoe. This is in the January 6th case. These are the 5 people who are currently charged with seditious conspiracy. So Bertino is one of the Proud Boys members that was stabbed during a Trump rally on December 12th. You guys might remember that. So he wasn't actually at the Capitol on January 6th because he was still recuperating from his injuries. He's also the Proud Boys member who told the January 6th Select Committee that Proud Boys membership tripled after Trump told them to, quote, stand back and stand by. And Bertino's statement of offense, which is something that you have to sign when you're taking a plea, this is, to confirm your agreement with all of the statements that the government is making. In this agreement, it states that he knew and understood that some of the Proud Boys members were willing to resort to unlawful conduct to achieve their objectives. And that included their, quote, willingness to use and promote violence to achieve political objectives. Then Bertino also admitted that the Proud Boys increasingly viewed the police as the enemy and that they started to refer to them as Cop Tifa. So this basically meant it was their code word for, these people are aligned with Antifa. They're taking their side. And he admitted that the Proud Boys intended to stop the certification of the Electoral College votes, and they were willing to use force against the police and others to do it. The statement of offense also says that beginning as early as January 4th, Bertino admits that there were encrypted written discussions about the possibility of storming the Capitol and the use of violence. And when the FBI executed a search warrant at his home, this was in March of this year, they apparently found 6 guns and thousands of rounds of ammo, including an AR-15. And Bertino was not legally allowed to possess any weapons because he has a prior felony conviction. So the government has agreed to seek a lenient sentence if Bertino provides, quote, substantial cooperation. And they've agreed to provide him with a new identity and place him in witness protection. So based on just the conspiracy charge, Bertino would normally be looking at up to 20 years in prison, but the federal sentencing guidelines indicate that a sentence of 51 to 63 months is recommended. So we'll see. I don't think the Proud Boys are the true target of all of this, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe Bertino or one of the other Proud Boys rolls on maybe Roger Stone, Alex Jones, maybe even Trump. Former Proud Boys chairman Enrique Tarrio was once a federal informant. So I can see him flipping to save himself again. And they already ran him out of the Proud Boys, meaning Enrique Tarrio, when that news broke that he had been an informant. So he doesn't have a whole lot to lose at this point. But I guarantee when this news broke last week, there were phones blowing up all over the place. I guarantee attorneys were trying like crazy to get a hold of their clients behind bars, trying to discuss with them the possibility of cutting a deal, because Bertino is going to get the best deal, of course, because he's first. Whoever makes the next deal is going to get the next best deal. And it's going to get ugly from there. And this is all playing out, by the way, while the Oath Keepers trial is going on. And the evidence in that Oath Keepers trial has been very damning so far. And they're facing the same charge, seditious conspiracy. And the defense doesn't have a whole lot to work with, given how much their clients put in writing, which is just like the Proud Boys. So I'm sure that their attorneys are watching that and they're cringing. And it's pretty telling that this Bertino guy may need to go into witness protection. So, for all these people on the right, they try to make the Proud Boys out to be, oh, they're this great group of patriots. They only use violence to protect the innocent. It's all Antifa's fault. They wouldn't be violent if it wasn't for Antifa. Factually untrue. I could show you videos and news articles for days proving that that's not true, how they target women, how they try to intimidate people for no reason at all. So that's a load of bullshit. Everybody knows it. Most, if not all, of the Proud Boys have a history of violence and other crimes. So many of them have done time in prison. And Bertino knows what they're capable of. He was in the innermost circle of the group. If he's willing to give up his entire life and possibly never see his family again, that tells you everything you need to know about who and what the proud bigots are. You're giving up years of your life for what? A man who lied to you and pretended that the election was stolen from him. Anyway, guys, when I hear more, I will let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.